Brighton and Hove Albion fans have been stabbed, beaten and robbed in Italy ahead of their Europa League last 16 clash with Roma. A 27-year-old and a 28-year-old, believed to be Brits, were assaulted by a masked gang of thugs and found by cops with stab wounds on their thighs.
Police arrived outside a restaurant in Rome after hearing reports of fighting and found two men injured and bleeding on the street, Italian media reports. Cops were called to the Monte district after a waiter reported the chilling attack.
The two fans had been beaten up in the street by 6 of 7 people wearing masks just after midnight on Wednesday evening, a police spokesman said. The pair were also robbed of their bags, which had their wallets and documents inside.
Read more in Football. Great brawl of China. Spurs fans attacked by thugs as Sun Heung-min nets twice versus China march on. Football fans are treated more harshly by cops than jihadists, says ex-minister. The thugs sharply fled the scene before the cops could arrive. The two injured men were then taken to a local hospital. PC Darren Balcombe, Sussex police liaison officer for the club, said on X, "We are aware of the incident reported in Italian media last night.
Have spoken to both Brighton fans who are okay. Most read in Football. Clever move. Watford sack Ismail as boss and give an ex-Man United star his first manager job. And the Red UTD's McTominay faces losing £1 million after investing in firm run by fiancé's dad. More coming. Mourinho meets Newcastle chief at Saudi Arabia. GP is H's linked to Prem return. Fans stunned. Mike Dean slams Premier League refs rarely seen act as bang out of order. Police are now investigating the case. A Brighton fan who saw the horrors unfold told the Argus, "We were just walking up the street having just left the pub. We weren't chanting or anything.
All of a sudden these 6 people jumped us from behind. A couple of my mates ran away but I got jumped and beaten up. They were kicking me everywhere, in the head and the ribs. I've never had an experience like that.
We go to every single game home and away and I've never experienced it, even in Marseille. I'm a little shaken up and nervous but I'm still going to the game. We are staying at the hotel all day and then going straight back thereafter."
The game tonight marks Brighton's first ever knockout match in Europe against a formidable opponent in Roma. Brighton managed to sell an impressive 3,500 tickets for the game tonight, although the mammoth Stadio Olimpico will see them face up against 70,000 Roma fans.
Among them are die-hard football fans who make up the historic club's ultras, dubbed the Fedayeen or the Devotees. Italy as a whole has seen a number of issues with British football fans over the years.
Brighton warned its supporters before travelling out to Rome to be wary of street crime, including pickpocketing. The British club also told fans, "Be vigilant, take precautions and take out valid travel insurance." Avoid going around the city showing flags and colours of the club.
The club also faced fan issues when they travelled to Marseille for the away fixture in the group stage. Tensions flared following the Seagulls' 2-2 draw with Marseille on Thursday night as supporters were shut in the stadium for hours after the European clash.
Fans heading to the south of France have been warned they would be held up for at least 45 minutes for safety reasons. But furious football lovers complained they were kept back for at least 2 hours with no water offered.
Supporters stuck in crowds claimed on social media some people fainted due to dehydration. Roberto De Zerbi's men are coming into the match on the back of a turbulent few weeks.
They haven't won in the last 3 games and were played off the park by Fulham on Saturday in their final game before travelling out to Rome. Roma lost in the final of the Europa League last year on penalties under Jose Mourinho.
After the match, fuming Roma fans hounded British referee Anthony Taylor and his family at Budapest International Airport, forcing the police to rush them into a private room. Read more. Son STORIESMOTHERS ruin I loathe Mother's Day. I'd rather be alone than eat another burnt brekkie. Benefit boost him £4.
£2K a year better off after realizing I could claim universal credit. Things almost took a horror turn when a chair narrowly avoided hitting him and his terrified family. The return fixture on the south coast will take place on March 14, with Brighton looking to move on to the quarter-finals.